Hello, Naruto fans! Here are all the tailed beasts in Naruto, as well as the Jinchuriki who carried them. The world of Naruto is full of flashy chakra blasts and monstrous summons, but one of Masashi Kishimoto's more inventive concepts were the Baijuo, or tailed beasts. These creatures originate from the chakra trees of the villainous Otsutsuki clan, which transform into incredibly powerful ten-tailed monsters. In order to avert widespread destruction, the Sage of Six Paths split the 10 tails brought to Earth into 9 smaller creatures, which would go on to become the fabled tailed beasts of Naruto. These creatures either roam the land as wild, untamed demons, or are used as weapons of war by the various ninja villages, maintaining the balance of power between nations. In order to harness the immense power held within each of the Baijuo, the beasts would often be contained within a human host, known as a Jinchuriki. The joining of human and beast would create a symbiotic relationship between the two. Some pairings were harmonious and respectful, others only emphasized the servitude of the tailed beasts and turned them against humanity. Depending on the skill of the Jinchuriki, the creature's power could be drawn out in battle, but loss of control would result in the beast escaping its human cell and going on a rampage. Although Naruto and the Nine Tails are naturally the most prominent Baiju and Jinchuriki tandem in the series, Kishimoto gradually introduces the full set, who become more important late in the story. As Naruto's tailed beast lore got more complex, the Atom series released a devilishly catchy Baiju counting song to help fans remember the basics, which is well worth checking out for comedy value alone. These are all the tailed beasts of Naruto. 1. Tails Shukakyuks. Shukaku is most closely affiliated with the Hidden Sand Village, and his first known Jinchuriki was the priest Bunpukyu. The clergyman was followed by another host not important enough to be named, before Shukaku was placed inside an unborn Gaara, still developing in his mother's womb. Shukaku's physical design is based on a tanuki, a Japanese raccoon dog. He's also an immensely proud Baijuo, constantly trying to make up for being single-tailed, and considers Kurama his fiercest rival. In terms of abilities, Shukaku specializes in manipulating sand, making him the perfect mascot of his village and an ideal companion for Gaara. Their relationship began uneasily due to Shukaku's ability to control a Jinchuriki in their sleep, but as Gaara grew stronger, he was able to utilize the Baiju's power more effectively. Finally, inspired by Naruto and Kurama, Gaara began treating Shukaku as an equal, not a weapon. 2 Tails, Matatebi Might. Matatebi is a prime example of how tailed beasts were exploited by ninja in past ages. Captured by Konoha's Hashirama Senju, Matatebi was sold to the Hidden Cloud as part of a deal that would supposedly foster peace and balance between the 5 major villages. The only known Matatebi Jinchuriki is Yujiro and I, who inherited the monster as a child. Yujiro would go on to become a Jonin in her village, learning to exercise control over her Baijuo, a process potentially made easier by Matatebi being one of the less aggressive tailed beasts. Matatebi bears the appearance of 2 mythological Japanese folk monsters, the Bakenko and the Kasha, but the Naruto version is covered in blue flame, naturally. As implied by its design, Matatebi uses fire-based techniques, arguably making the creature a better fit for Kano than the Hidden Cloud. 3 Tails, Izabius. Like Matatebi, Isoba was sold by Hashirama as part of the 5-Cage Summit Agreement, this time to the Hidden Mist Village. When war inevitably broke out, Isoba was forcibly sealed within Konoha's Ring Nara, with the intention of releasing her upon an unsuspecting Leaf Village. Aware of the plot, Rin sacrificed herself so she wouldn't accidentally hurt the people she loved. When a Jinchuriki dies, their tailed beast restores over time, and the revived Isoba was eventually placed into Yagura, Karatachi, the Hidden Mist 4th Mizukage. When introduced in the Naruto timeline, Isoba is loose in the wild, meaning Yagura must have died and Isoba was restored a second time. Isoba primarily uses water techniques, explaining the beast's long-standing affiliation with the Hidden Mist. 4 Tails, Son Goku's. Son Goku was sold to the Hidden Rock Village and came to be sealed within a ninja called Roshi. Compared to many Baiju Jinchuriki pairings, Roshi and Son Goku shared a respectful relationship, but the shinobi came to regret never learning his partner's true name. Resembling a monkey, Son Goku was inspired by the Monkey King character from the legendary Chinese story Journey to the West. With that said, it's impossible to ignore the connection to Dragon Ball, which Masashi Kishimoto has admitted was a huge influence on Naruto. Son Goku's signature techniques were lava-based, a mixture of fire and earth release, and this power is adopted by Naruto. By the end of the original series, a piece of each tailed beast chakra resides within Naruto, Uzumaki, allowing him to combine the Rasengan with Son Goku's lava. 5 Tails Kakuo. Kakuo joined Son Goku in the Hidden Rock, and eventually passed to a powerful ninja known as Han. Like almost all of the Jinchuriki, Han was killed when the Akatsuki, secretly led by Madara Uchiha, began collecting the tailed beasts, forcibly extracting each critter from their human host. Kakuo is one of the less prominent Baiju in Naruto, but is seen to use the steam nature release, a blend of fire and water, in battle, although it seems to prefer a quiet life in the forest to the excitement of a fight. Where most of Naruto's tailed beasts are based upon mythical monsters and legends, Kishimoto revealed that Kakuo was a mixture of a horse and dolphin. 6 Tails Seikens. Along with Asabio, Seiken belonged to the Hidden Mist village, the idea being that each village's beast would total roughly 9 tails, apart from the sand. This was to keep the power balance relatively equal, as the more tails a Baiju possessed, the stronger they were considered to be. Seiken was sealed within Unikata, who began as a Hidden Mist villager, but later abandoned his home during their dark, bloody mist phase. Unikata was another Jinchuriki killed by the Akatsuki for their inner beast, and the bubble-wielding ninja starred in a memorable Naruto filler arc, which fleshed out his story. Seiken possesses water-based abilities, a slug-like appearance, and can attack with sticky and corrosive substances. 7 Tails Chummy. Chummy was formerly sealed within Fu, a female ninja from the Hidden Waterfall, after being sold to the village by Hashirama. This was unusual since the Waterfall weren't one of the 5 major nations, but were considered powerful enough to be included in the arrangement. Naruto flashbacks show each of the tailed beasts as babies soon after their creation by the Sage of 6 Paths, but while most of these young creatures are cuter, smaller versions of their present-day selves, Chummy was in the larval state, reflecting its insect-like design as an adult. Chummy is similar to a Japanese rhinoceros beetle, and compared to its Baiju kin, is remarkably placid and laid back. 8 Tails Yuki. Jaiki was sold to the Hidden Cloud Village along with Matatabi, but the nation struggled to find a Jinchuriki who could control it. One of these was Blue Bee, the nephew of the third Raikage, but after Jaiki went on a rampage, the Raikage was forced to seal the Baiju away, causing his nephew's unfortunate death. Jaiki was ultimately sealed within Killer Bee, the third Raikage's adopted son, who surprisingly proved to be a compatible host. Bee befriended the Baiju through the power of rap, or something, and their relationship was entirely two-way, allowing the ninja to draw out the 8 Tails power at will. Even after Jaiki was forcibly extracted from Killer Bee during the Fourth Shinobi World War, he was later resealed in his former host. Jaiki is an ox-like yokai, with sheep horns and tentacle tails, and is regarded as the second strongest Baijuo. 9 Tails Kurama. As the only Baiju not captured by the first Hokage, Kurama roamed in the wild for many years until he was found by Madara Uchiha and forced to fight Hashirama. After the first Hokage's victory, Kurama was sealed within his wife, Mito Uzumaki, and later transferred to Kushina Uzumaki. Despite valiant attempts to protect Kushina, during her labor, Obito extracted Kurama from her and wreaked havoc on the Hidden Leaf. Eventually, Kushina and Minato restrained Kurama and sealed half of the demon fox in the fourth Hokage himself, and the other half in their newborn son, a certain Naruto Uzumaki. Kurama resembles a kitsune, a mythical Japanese 9-tailed fox, and is regarded as the most powerful of the Baiju all. Initially, Kurama would only offer his aid when Naruto's life was in danger. With help from his mother, Naruto harnessed Kurama's power, but only by becoming true friends was the full potential of their Jinchuriki and Baiju partnership unleashed. The 10 Tails Jubi. All of the above-tailed beasts were created through the Jubi, the 10-tailed beast brought to Earth by the dimension-hopping Otsutsuki clan. Like the Otsutsuki, the exact origin of the 10 Tails is unknown. The villains travel to other worlds in pairs and unleash their Jubi, which transforms into a god tree and, under the right conditions, yields a chakra fruit. These tasty treats sustain the long lives and incredible power of the Otsutsuki clan, and while just one of the beasts is troublesome enough in Naruto, Boruto reveals more than one Jubi exists. Despite being the archetypal tailed beast, 3 powerful characters have played host to the Jubi, the Sage of 6 Paths, Obito Uchiha Bugachikakokokich, and Madara Uchiha. The power of the 10 Tails is virtually unlimited, with no affinity towards one nature over another. Stay tuned in this channel for amazing videos like this, and a bookmark in this channel for getting updates on new video like this. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share our channel. And for latest updates, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.